Welcome to University Athlete. This is Corey, and this is a demonstration for field hockey coaches on how to use our online database search engine to mark athletes before you get to a tournament. The first thing you'll see on your home page is your college name. Here we're using the University of Athlete demo account. And below that, make sure that you see women's field hockey. If you see any other sport, let us know right away and we'll get you switched over. The home page has several preview boxes. We're going to skip past all that and get right to the search engine. So up top here, let's go to our recruiting menu and go to athletes. There's a couple different ways to search for athletes. First, let's go to our tournament menu in the far right of the blue box and select the National Hockey Festival. The first way to search for athletes is by name. If you click in this box, in the name box, you can type in any combination of first and or last names, partial name or full name. So let's just try Jen and see what results we get. And this search returns Jennifer, Jenna, Jenny. The last name can contain Jen. There's a Jenkins down here. We can also type in a combination of first and last names. So if I were to type in Jen Bleak and run my search, I'll get Jennifer Bleakney. Let's go back to my list of Jens. And in our results list here, you get quite a bit of information. You've got first and last name, email address. The S column is for scholarship status. Unfortunately, we don't have that information for this tournament. We hope to build up our database of that information in the future. Grad year, position, height, city, state, uniform number, and team. You can also click the athlete's name to pull up a box of more information. This will show you anything that the team or the athlete has submitted in addition to the fields that we provide. So let's click outside the box here to close that. Off to the left of each athlete, you'll see a column called tags. If you roll your mouse over, you'll see a heart, a diamond, a spade, and a club. These tags mean whatever you and your staff decide on. Maybe hearts are your top seniors and spades are your top juniors. Maybe clubs are your top midfielders and diamonds are your top forwards. It doesn't matter, just as long as you and your staff establish that before you get to a tournament or even before you start doing your online searches. You'll want to give each athlete a tag that in the future you'll want to build a schedule of at an event. To do that, just click until the tag turns a bright color. So the heart will turn a bright red. Let's give a couple kids a heart and maybe a couple kids a spade. You can assign up to all 4 tags. So we can do a combination of a heart and a spade. Heart, spade, spade and heart. Now let's look at another way to search for athletes. Go up here and delete Jen. And let's look for some seniors. 2012s are my seniors. Midfielder. From the state of New Jersey. And let's run that search. So I get a good results list here of senior midfielders from the state of New Jersey. And again, I can tag these players. To the left, let's give this one a heart. If you notice, we also have another column here called rank. We can click into that box And you can assign one number or letter or special character, and again, that means whatever you and your staff decide on. So maybe I use the heart, and I also assign one as a further evaluation. Click anywhere outside the box, and let's click in another box. Let's give this kid a 2 and a spade, and again, you'll want to do at least a tag. Give this kid a heart, a spade, and the letter A. Here's a diamond, and a number 3, a heart and a diamond. So that's how I search for and tag athletes. There is a 5th tag. If we look out here and hover over the 5th tag, it's an eyeball with an X through it. We call this omit. This is any player that you'd like to omit from your searches. Maybe this kid signed with another college. Maybe you just don't have room on your roster. Maybe you're done recruiting that year. Maybe you're out of scholarships. So any athlete that you don't want to come up in future searches, either online or you can take her out of your schedule searches on your device at the tournament. You can always undo the omit. You'll have to search for the athlete specifically by name. So if I were to bring up Elizabeth Jacobson, I can click on the omit symbol again. You'll get a little warning message that you're about to erase all of her past evaluations. So that's okay with me on this one. Okay, now let's go back up to the top of our search screen and let's clear out the search criteria. The clear button in the bottom of the blue box, bottom right hand. And now if I select my event, National Hockey Festival, in the menu below the tournament you'll see all roster. That's what we were searching before, the entire roster. Now I want to look at the whole list of athletes that I've evaluated at any time that will be at the National Hockey Festival and run my search. This list shows all the athletes that you've tagged or evaluated in the past that will be playing at the National Hockey Festival. So that's how you get all your work done at the office before you get to a tournament. We'll be sending out further instructions for the specific devices on how to pull up this list on your device and then build a schedule with these players.